Jaus madam Cooks insta kwach stutuni du club at keep the Schuisum Deich. Day 3 of the Shisha Lightning Basketball Tournament. And this is the U13 boys Nuxalk versus Nuxalk. Cliffs team in red, Angels team in pink and blue. We are here in Port Alberni. This is an elimination game. Just about ready to tip off here. That should be a good game. So we need to up and sign them up. Red team huddled up at their bench here, getting ready for the game. There is Nuxalk Nation in red. That's Cliff's team. What's Mac? On the floor for Nuxalk Nation in red, that's Cliff's team. I see Kale, Damien, Cruz, Leon, and Dez. And for the other Nuxalk, Schumchum, I believe they chose for their name. I see Heath, Dragon, Bray, and Brendan. Tip goes to Schumchum on the left. There is Dragon driving down, kicks it to the top. Brendan passes it to Bray at the point. Bray fed down inside. Heath in the paint, puts up a fadeaway off the front of the rim. Rebound, Dragon. Dragon, one dribble, puts up off the bank. No good. Heath with the rebound, puts it up. Oh, just missing his shot, but he'll be going to the line for 2 shots here. Looking to start the scoring here in this U13 boys games. Schumchum playing towards our right. I am here at the scorer's table. Heath's first shot, double bouncing out. Score remains 0-0. Heath's second shot is beautiful. 1-0 for the Lightning. Schumchum with the 1-point lead. Now here's Desmond in red, over half on the right side. Dez guarded by Dragon. Pass over to the right. There's Leon. Fed into a cutting Damien, but tipped into the hands of Heath. So the pass up. Now there's Dragon. Runs into trouble underneath there. Fed into the paint. Brendan lays it up. Oh, missing his shot. Gets his board. Puts it up. Oh, missing his stick back. And Cruz picks up the boards. Curls up from underneath on the left side. Quick pass up. There's Kale. Kale with a pop shot from the left. He is missed and picked up by Brendan. Now here's Dragon, number 2, in the pink and blue at the left point. Holds up, takes a look, pass over to Heath at the right wing. Now here's Bray at the top, drives in. Oh, Desmond with a steal. Dez over on the right wing, head fake, drives baseline, holds up, kicks out to Cruz at the right wing. Spins out to the top, hands it off to Kale. Kale at the point. Pass over to Dez at the right wing for a 3-way short, but right in the hands of Cruz. Oh, misses his inside shot there. Rebound by Brendan. Brendan with a pass over. Oh, off the toe of Dragon. He maintains control though and passes it down to Heath. Heath fed into a cutting Brendan, puts up a shot. Oh, he missed inside there. Rebound loose, picked up by Brendan. Now here's Bray at the left wing for three, off the rim, rebound Brendan. One dribble and puts it up, partially blocked. Heath with the boards, he misses his stick back. There's Brendan with the boards again. Fed it to Heath with a shot from the right. That is way short, rebound loose inside there. Brendan picked it up. Saved it from going out of bounds. It is loose at the point. There's Bray now. Bray. Oh, poked away by Kale, but Bray still has the ball at the left wing here. Bray fed down inside. There's Mac with a shot. Nice bank by Mac. Spin move for two. What a look by Bray to see the back door open there. Now here is Cliff's team. There's Desmond at the point with a shot off the rim. Now here's Heath with the boards. Gets up to Brendan. Fed down to Mac. On the left side, nice basket there by Mac off the bank. Lighten up the scoreboard early here. Now here is Desmond at the point. Drives in, puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebound Brendan. Brendan with speed all the way down. Puts up a shot and then drops it in for two. Skumkum running away with it here. Nuxalk in red looking for an answer here. Here's Kale at the point. Pass over to the left. A three by Namian off the rim, short, picked up by Brendan. Brendan slowing things down a bit here behind the back. Crossover on the right side, driving in from the right wing, brings it all the way to the hoop, lays it up, double bounce, and drops it in for two. Skumkum lighting it up here early on. 9-0, I think, the score. So now here is Desmond driving the baseline, puts up a shot. That is blocked. Now here's Brendan at the right point. Pass over. There's Dragon now at the left wing. Dragon fed to the top. There's Bray. Fakes a shot, drives into the paint, puts up a floater, and drops it in with a swish. Beautiful shot there. Now here is Kale. Passes to the top. There is Cruz at the point. Hands it off to Dez at the top. Drives in on the right side, puts up a floater off the rim on the right side, picked up by Brendan. Brendan now taking a look at, so he crosses over half on the left side behind the back a couple times, drives into the paint, and he is fouled on the drive there. And that'll finally get the timeout that Nuxalk is looking for. Skumkum coming out flying here, up 11-0 here to start this game. Stutunier slapp in Stein on Nap of Nuxalk Radio 91.1 FM. Stutunier slapp as keep die schwisam dijkens de kwach athletes as Port Alberni Dome, day 3 of the Lightning basketball tournament here in Port Alberni. It's an elimination game between the U13 boys, Nuxalk versus Nuxalk. I forgot to hit start on mine too. What's your timer say now?
10:51. That's what we're going with. Oh my God, this is an interesting morning. I know. Whenever when you are. Yes. Okay. At least that's what I have. You had a good sleep.
There's the teams coming out after that timeout here. Nuxalk versus Nuxalk, day 3 of the Lightning tournament here in Port Alberni. Nuxalk in red, Cliff's team trailing 9-0 or 11-0 to the Skumkum Angels team. Angels team with the ball. There's Dragon down inside, spin and a fade away off the rim. Rebound picked up there by Mac. That's tipped away from him into the hands of Heath. Now Mac hands it to Dragon at the point for 3 off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Cruz. Cruz with his head up over half on the left side, gets past Bray. Drives all the way to the hoop, feeds it down to Leon in the left corner. Now here's Desmond at the left wing. Jabs right, goes right into the paint. Floater shot up, missing his shot. Rebound loose, picked up by Bray. Bray bringing the ball up over half, right at the point here now. Dribbles over on the right side. Shot off the rim, rebound picked up by Cruz. Cruz in red, number 10, playing towards our left here, all the way into the paint, puts up a floater, gets his own rebound. But no, it's called a traveling call. He didn't hit the rim. That is Skum ball. Here's Dragon, number 2 in the pink and blue, guarded by Carter. Gets past him on the left side, stops at the left wing. Fed down into Mac to the top. Oh no, over the head of Brendan. He picks it up for over and back. It'll be Nunanita, I'll call them. They're wearing the Nunanita jerseys here. Pass into Desmond at the left wing. Tipped away from him, picked up by Leon. Leon dribbles down the left corner. Here's Desmond at the left wing. Pass up to the top. Carter. Now here's Cruz at the right wing. Cruz fed down low. Oh, but Max stole that lob pass. And now here is Brendan bringing the ball up for Skumkum. Brendan at the left wing. Almost got away with the toe drag there, but traveling call. Turnover. Nunanita ball. 11-0 the score here. Nunanita still waking up, some of them with their bedhead here. Early morning, first game of the day here. Nuxalk versus Nuxalk. Now here's Nunanita in red playing towards our left. I'm here at the scorer's table. Cruz at the right point. Pass over to Kale, the right wing. Fakes a three, drives it in, fed into the paint, off a toe, into the hands of Brendan. Brendan guarded there by Damien. Damien has stellar defense. Brendan splits the defense, poked away, gets it fed down to Mac, who has a jersey now, drops it in for 2. Now here is Cruz at the point, driving in on the right side, puts up a floater. That is air and picked up by Heath on the rebound. Hands off to Brendan, bringing the ball up, guarded by Carter. Oh, Brendan loses control, out of bounds over there. Turnover. We got some substitutions here for Skumkum. Navarro and Isaiah getting on the court, giving Heath and Bray a rest. Here's Nunanita in red, playing towards our left here. Cruz, guarded by Dragon. Pass over to the right wing, back into Cruz in the paint. Oh, loses control into the hands of Isaiah. Gives it to Brendan. Brendan dribbles over to the left side, gets it to Dragon at the left point. Jabs right through the legs to the left, into the paint. 2 big steps. Oh, no, that was 3 big steps. And that is a traveling call. Here's Nunanita. Here's Cruz, number 10 red, bringing the ball up slowly over half, right up the middle. Cruz, change of pace over the right side, drives into the hoop, puts up a shot. No good. Rebound picked up by Brendan. Here's Brendan bringing the ball up for Skumkum, playing towards our right, wearing the pink and blue. 2 big steps and a pass down to Mac. Well, miscommunication, out of bounds. 6:45 to play here in this first half. Skumkum with the lead, 13-0. The scorekeeper having a giggle at Ruben's hairdo this morning. A full case of bedhead. There's a shot by Damien looking to score for their team here. Still 0 points. Here's Dragon with the rebound. Lob pass. There's Mac with a shot. Then he drops that in for another 2 points. Mac lighting up the scoreboard here this morning. He's got 8 of their points. Now here's Dez driving it in. Spin move. What a shot. Puts it up. Oh, bank. Just missing. Rebound Dragon. Dragon guarded there by Damien, giving him trouble. Oh, here is Cruz. Pass up. Oh, and finally, Nunanita scores a basket here. Oh, here's Dragon. Guarded by Damien, makes it up. Pass it down inside to Mac. Mac fed through the paint. There's Navarro with a pass into Brendan. Brendan, pass it to the top, Dragon for 3. off the front of the rim. Rebound is Damien. There's a pass up. There's Carter. He's got a breakaway. Puts it up. Oh, missing his shot. Rebound Dragon. Long ball pass the other way. There's Mac against Cruz. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Damien. That was a pass over to Dez on the right side. He's at the right wing. Head fake driving the baseline. Holds up. Spin move. Fade away. Off the rim and out. Rebound by Kale in the corner with a shot off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Dragon. Number 2 blue and pink. Guarded by Dez. Blows past him driving the baseline. Puts up a floater. Double bouncing out. Rebound out of bounds. That'll stay. Skoom ball. Oh, here's Mac under the basket looking for an inbound. Gets it into Brendan. Brendan with a shot. Missed, but cleaning up underneath there. Mac for another basket. I'm pretty sure he's leading the scores here. Now here is Cruz. Driving down on the right side. Dish it over to Dez. Dez from the right elbow. That is blocked there. And rebound picked up by Dragon. Long bomb breakaway pass. There's Brendan laying it up for 2. Skoom running away with it here early on this game. Now here is Dez trailing 19-2. Dez, his shot, boom, dropping it in, warming up. Now Dez can shoot when he's on fire. Here's a long bomb pass up. Oh, through the hands of Mac into the hands of Desmond. Desmond, change of pace on the right side. Spins. There's Cruz at the right wing. Jabs right, goes left into the paint. Feeds it to Dez out the right wing. Steps back for 3. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound underneath picked up by Dragon. Dragon through the legs behind the back. Guarded by Damien here. Dragon cuts into the paint. Hands it off to Isaiah. Isaiah passes to the top. There is Dragon. Fakes a shot. Pass inside. There's Mac underneath. Oh, just missing Brendan. Rebound. Gets it back out. There's Dragon for 3 from the left point. Way short and out of bounds. There's a shot by Damien on the left baseline for 2. Oh, here is Clay. See, his full court pressed and stolen by Leon. Oh, pass over to Damien. His shot is no good. Rebound. Damien puts it up and drops it in for 2. Nuna Nita coming to life here, coming out of hibernation. There's a pass stolen on the inbound. Damien, another shot. Oh, just misses. Oh, here's Brendan bringing the ball up. Drives it to the hoop and lays it up. Bank no good. Gets his own boards. Puts it up and drops it in for 2. 2:15 to play here in this first half. Nuna Nita. Desmond with a shot from the free throw. Rebound pulled down there by Brendan. Brendan guarded by Damien and giving him a hard time. Gets past him on the right side. Brendan pass over to the left. There is Navarro for 3. Off the rim. Rebound picked up there by Leon. Leon, number 4 red over half on the left side. Leon at the left, fed inside, read perfectly there by Brendan. Number 7, pink and blue. Brendan at the left point here now. Pops a 3. Off the bank, no good. Rebound loose, picked up there by Kale. Kale takes a tumble as he throws the ball into the middle of the court there. Poked away by Nuna Nita. There's Desmond. Desmond at the right point. Pass over to Kale, the right wing. Fakes a shot, gets Mac in the air, steps around him for a beautiful swish. What a move by Kale. Nuna Nita looking for a comeback here. And their full court press paying off. Skoom getting a little scrambly. 21-10. 11-point lead for Skoom. We have a substitution. Navarro having a rest as Dragon steps back on the court here. Nuna Nita ball. That pass tipped out of bounds by Brendan. That'll stay Nuna Nita. Leon gets the ball in Desmond in the right corner. Drives into the paint. Underhand layup off the front of the rim. Rebound Brendan. Desmond wants it back. Couldn't quite get it. Brendan driving to the paint. Fed down to Mac inside. Short. Partially blocked out of bounds off of Nuna Nita. Skoom ball. 30 seconds to play here in this game, in this first half. Inbound. Now here is Clay at the left with a shot. That is no good. Rebound. Mac lays it in for two, and a foul there by Cruz. He'll be going to the line for one. His and one, no good. Dragon with the boards, puts it up and drops it in for two. 15 seconds to play here in this first half. Desmond dribbles to the middle. Pass over to Damien on the left wing. Now here's Leon.
5.
Cruz. Now here's Damien for three. Off the rim at the buzzer. That brings us to halftime. Your score at halftime, 25-10. Skumkum with the lead over Nunanita. Stutuni du Klapanis sign on up Old Nuxalk Radio 91.1 FM Insta Kwach Athletes at Port Alberni Dome, day 3 of the Lightning Tournament hosted by Sishot Nation. This is the U13 boys elimination game between Angels team Skumkum versus Cliffs team Nunanita. Stutuni du Klapanis sign on up. We got 5 minutes of halftime. We'll stay live here through this intermission. Why?
It's part of the lost and found. Jim?
Yeah.
Right?
You guys?
Well, I don't know. Here they do the first, it's called the first check. So I'm like, if you want to do it, I will do it. I would prefer for you to do that.
You guys want to interview each other for the radio?
No? Don't push it. It's 9 a.m. I know. I went to Starbucks and I was like, oh, maybe I'll have a breakfast sandwich. Like, none of that was appealing to me today.
Have you switched to the pen yet?
Yeah.
Using a pen for the possession arrow here at this gym.
Mary had it. I don't know.
There's a look at our scoreboards.
Does that surprise you, Mary? Like, you know Mary?
Heather helping out at the table here.
Right? Well, why are you using the pen? That's all I got. Sorry. And then she threw her plunger up there, and I'm like, you're touching it, not me.
A plunger?
As my arrow, yes.
Goodness.
Brand new. I hope so. If not, we'll contaminate this whole table.
You use what you gotta use.
It's a mango dragon fruit lemonade.
Cliff having a chat with the refs here about the inbound. They're not allowed to hand the ball in. They gotta pass the ball.
I tried it and I'm like, I've never done this before.
Some young refs here. They were reffing yesterday. They said they're not allowed to ref the older games. They're not good enough yet. Good experience all around these U13 boys and the refs, learning as they go.
Write it down. Write down gold foam. Go ahead. You're like,
Nunanita ball. And we are back after that break between first and second half here. Elimination game. Battle of the Nuxalk Nations. Skumkum versus Nunanita. And here we go. Here is Cruz. They're playing towards our right here now. I'm at the scorer's table. Cruz, number 10, red. Nunanita fed into Des at the high post. Fake a shot, drives in. Blocked by Brendan. Your score to start this half, 25-10. Now here is Dragon for three. Boom! From downtown. Dragon warming up here with a three bomb. Now here's Cruz, the pass over to Damien in the right wing. Deep two. Drops it in for two. Oh, here is Dragon with a long bomb pass up. There's Smack. One dribble power move and lays it in off the bank for two. 15-15 to play here in this game. Desmond, Nunanita driving it in all the way and puts up a floater on the right side. Rolls just out. Mac with the boards. Pass up to Dragon. Dragon with a shot. Rebound pulled down by Bray. That is ripped away from him there by Leon. And we've got a foul being called. Foul on Bray. 30-12. Nunanita in red trailing. Here at this Shot Lightning basketball tournament in Port Alberni. Here is Cruz. Number 10 red. Nunanita. Pass tipped out of bounds by Dragon. Into the crowd over there. Now here's Damien. Gets the ball in to Dez. Dez at the point. Pass over to the right wing. Kale. Taking a few steps there, deciding what to do. Looked like he couldn't decide whether to shoot or pass. Turnover. Dragon guarded by Damien. Pass up. There's Bray. Bray takes a tumble. Passes it to Heath. To the top. There's Dragon. Jabs right. Fed into the cutting Brendan. Puts up shot. Blocked there by Cruz. Rebound Kale. There's a pass up. There's Damien. Stops and pops over Brendan. That is long. Rebound picked up by Dragon. Dragon. Spun away from Cruz there, who backs off now. And Damien picks him up as he comes over half. Dragon all the way in on the left side. Kicks out to Bray, the left wing. Jabs right. Goes right into the paint. Pass up to the top to Brendan. Brendan driving it into the paint. Puts up a floater off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Brendan. Gets the ball past the top. Stolen. Damien tipped it to Kale. Kale behind the back move. Pass it to Cruz. Now here is Damien. Fed down inside. Cruz blocked. Rebound pulled down by Brendan. Brendan bringing the ball up for Nuxalk. Skumkum driving it all the way in. Fed down. Mac inside. Oh, just missing inside shot. Brendan passes it to Mac into the paint. There's Dragon. Drops it in for two. Skumkum with the lead here. Nunanita looking for an answer. Here's Desmond bringing the ball up. Double crossover on the right, spins, passes over to Kale, fakes a shot, drives it in. No, he stays outside and passes to the top. There's Damien. Damien with a floater from the left elbow short. Rebound Leon underneath. Leon steps out to the right corner and taking a look, hands it off. There's Kale. Kale drives it in, holds up at the right point. There's Damien for three from the right wing off the rim. Rebound Bray. Braylon, number 6, pink and blue, driving down on the right side. Poked away from him, picked up there by Leon. Leon spins to the middle. Comes over half on the right side, and that is out of bounds into the hands of Sonny down on the bench. Substitutions here for Nunanita. Scorers table, giggle every time Ruben comes on the court here with his hairdo. And here is Dragon Boscovich bringing the ball up over half, right up the middle, all the way down, puts up a floater from the free throw. Oh, double bouncing out. Mac with the boards, blocked there by Cruz. Cruz pulls down the boards and he makes it through, but loses control. Mac, and as Cruz falls to the floor, he grabbed onto Mac. Some substitutions here for Skumkum. 11:15 to play in this game. 32-12. Skumkum with the 20-point lead here. Isaiah on the court, guarded here by Carter. Full court press is on by Nunanita. Isaiah gets the ball in. Navarro gets the ball into Isaiah with his shot, no good. Brendan fed to cutting Dragon. Hook shot is no good. Brendan with the boards, puts it up, but just rolls out and picked up by Cruz with speed underneath on the right side. Now all the way down, puts up a shot and rolls out somehow, gets his own boards and puts it in for 2. Nice hustle by Cruz there, getting that basket coast to coast. Now here's Isaiah with a pass over to Navarro. Navarro puts up a funny looking shot. He knew it too. It was like an inbound in a soccer game. But here's Damien with a shot off the rim. Rebound Dragon. Dragon, no runners, so he takes it himself. All the way down, puts it up, just missing. Rebound Navarro. Tried to pass it underneath, but ends up in the hands of Cruz. Nice crossover to get away from Dragon. Oh, and he almost ran into Ruben, who's tying his shoe. And out of bounds. Skumkum ball. Under 10 minutes to play here in the game. Here's Isaiah at the point. Steps into a 3 off the rim and to the left. Picked up here by Damien, 77 of Nunanita. Here's Cruz bringing the ball up. Pass over. There's Carter down on the baseline. Damien for 3 from the right off the rim. Rebound Isaiah. Pass it to Brendan. Brendan, 3 of them on him. Makes it through them somehow. Crosses it over, drives in, puts up a floater, and drops it in for 2, coast to coast for Brendan there. Extending Skumkum lead, 9.5 to play in this game. Now here is Carter with a pass up to Cruz. Stops and pops from the free throw line. Bank is closed. And here is Isaiah, rebound to Dragon. Behind the back over half, all the way down, lays it up, underhanded on the right side. Cruz there, great defense, couple blocks there, and ends up with the ball. Now here is Cruz at the right wing. Holds up, pops off the rim, out of bounds. That'll be Skumkum ball. 34-14. Skumkum in pink and blue with the lead here over Nunanita in red. Skumkum playing towards our left. I'm here at the scorers table. There's a pass up by Isaiah, a little bit too hard, out of bounds. That'll be Nunanita ball with 8.5 to play here in this game. Subs here for Skumkum. Bray, Clay, Navarro, Isaiah, and Mac. Facing off against Desmond, Carter, Kale, Joel, and Cruz. There's Desmond bringing it to the hoop and banking it in on the drive. What a drive to the hoop by Desmond. Full court press is on. Here's Isaiah, number 4, with a pass up to Navarro. Over to Clay at the right elbow with a shot off the rim. Rebound. Mac saves it from going out of bounds. Gets the ball stolen on the pass. There's Desmond. Squeezes through a couple players. Maintains control all the way down. Puts up a shot. Grabbed by Mac. And there's an outlet on the right side. There's Bray. Bray over half on the right side, guarded by Joel. Spins. And now we have Bray pass down inside to Mac. His shot banks it in for two over Cruz. What a shot there by Mac. Now here's Joel bringing the ball up for Nunanita. Over half on the left side.
Yeah, they scored.
And then now there's a pass over the left wing. Desmond with a shot off. Cruz saves him going out of bounds into the hands of Joel. What a hustle. This shot is no good. Rebound tipped. There's Desmond driving it in from the left. Puts up a floater off the glass. Rebound Mac. Outlet. Couldn't quite control it. They were tangled up in each other, and Desmond ends up with the ball. Here's Kale for three from the left. That is short. Out of bounds. 6:40 to play here in this game. Full court press is on. Pass is made up to Navarro. Navarro at the right wing now. Pass to the top. Heath back on the court. Deep two. Boom! Beautiful swish. What a shot by Heath. Oh, they call that a three? They're being generous. Desmond driving it in, missing a shot, and Mac out of bounds. Carter taking a seat, and his brother Leon on the court. Nunanita ball down on the right end. Desmond gets the ball in. Oh, Heath almost a steal, poked out of bounds. That'll stay Nunanita ball. 5:45 on the clock here. 39-16. There's a shot missed inside there. Rebound. Kale rips it away from Heath, gives it to Damien with a shot. Beautiful swish by Damien from the left. Closing the gap that little bit. Full court press still on here. Bray gets the ball to Heath. Heath over off on the right side. Bumps Desmond down. Oh, they're calling that on Heath with a push. Quite the size difference there between Heath and Desmond. Five minutes to play in this game. Here's Cruz. Pass over Desmond on the left. Jabs right, goes right. Pass it to Kale in the left corner. The shot, that is off. Rebound with Heath. Gives it to Bray, outlet on the right. Stolen by Damien. Puts up his shot. Drops it in for two. Full court press still on here. Now here is Navarro. Makes it over half. Dribbles over to the right side. Navarro. Passes it to Heath at the right wing. Pops a three off the rim into the left corner. Picked up by Kale. Kale gives it to Cruz. Cruz bringing the ball up slowly over half. Over to Desmond on the left wing for three. That is long. Picked up by Damien underneath. Damien pops a shot. Rebound Bray. Bray guarded there by Desmond. Bray behind the back move and picks up his dribble. Gets it to Heath. Heath with the pass up. There is Navarro on the right wing. Navarro driving the baseline, pulls back, fakes a three, fed into the paint. There's Isaiah, guarded by Cruz. That is out of bounds off of Isaiah. That'll be Nunanita ball with under 4 minutes to play here in this game. Here's Kale bringing the ball up. Number 88 of Nunanita in red. Drives all the way and kicks out the left corner. Damien for three. Boom, drops it in from downtown. Damien let go for three. Oh, here it is. Isaiah at the left wing, gets it to Clay, driving it in, puts up a shot off the rim. Rebound, Heath gives it to Isaiah. Isaiah dribbles out to the left wing, passes it over to Bray at the right point. Bray fakes right, goes left, drives in, holds up, spin, fade away. That is short. Isaiah, oh, toe on the line there. I mean, Navarro, good hustle there. Toe on the line, trying to save that ball from going out of bounds. Now here's Desmond. Over at the left point, dribbles into the paint, all the way down, puts up his shot, double bouncing out, rebound Bray. Bray wiggles through traffic, three of them on him, made it through, and he's at the right wing here now. Passes it into the paint, stolen there by Damien. Damien passes over to Kale. Kale fakes and puts up a shot, drops it in for two. A nice move there by Kale, getting his man to keep moving while he stepped back for a shot. 2.5 to play here in this game.
Yes. This is so cute.
39-25, your score here. Damien gets the ball in the paint, drops it in for 2. Nuxalk Nunainita not out of it yet. They're looking for a comeback here with 2:20 to play, and we got a foul. Foul on red 4 with the reach. That'll be Skumkum ball. Playing towards our left here. Bray looking for an inbound, gets it into Heath. Heath with a pass up. There's Clay on the right wing. Stops and pops a 3 off the rim, just short. Rebound picked up by Cruz. No long bombs, they're bringing the ball up himself. Cruz passes it down low. There's Leon on the baseline with a beautiful swish. 1:45 to play in the game. Well, Nuna need to have enough time. Another steal. Damien fed down inside. There's Leon. That shot is blocked by Heath. Outlet on the right side. There's Bray. Over half on the right. He's double teamed over there. Puts up a shot. That is blocked. He wants a call. None there. Cruz ends up with the ball. Guarded by Bray. Here's Desmond with a 3 bomb from the right. That is long. Picked up there by Kale. The pass into the hands of Navarro. Navarro driving down. Holds up all by himself. Puts up a shot. Rebound Damien. Damien, long bomb pass up. There's Kale on the left. Driving the baseline. Fed into the paint, but now into the hands of Bray. Poked away from him. Great hands by Leon to poke that to Cruz. Misses a shot. Gets his rebound. Banks it in for 2. Full court press still on here. Nunainita. Tournament life on the line here. Now here is Navarro. Makes it past Damien. Pass over to Isaiah at the left wing. Isaiah, nice crossover. Holds up his dribble. Tipped away. Bray picks it up on his own end. Guarded by Desmond. Behind the back. Less than a minute to play here. Now here's Bray driving in on the right left side.
44 seconds. 44 seconds.
39-31. Just like that, it's an 8-point game here. Nuxalk Nunainita running out of time here. 44 seconds. Down by 8. Oh, here's Bray. Gets the ball in. Stolen by Damien on the inbound. Pass it to Cruz. Cruz bringing the ball up the middle. Change of pace. Drives in, kicks out to Desmond on the right wing. Desmond spins. Tried to pass it back to Damien. That is tipped off Dragon. 30 seconds to play. Damien gets the ball into Kale. Kale steps back. Here's Cruz at the point. Fed down into Leon. Leon to Cruz. He's tied up inside there, and we got a jump ball. Which way is the pen facing? Towards our left. That is Skumkum ball. Desmond, almost a steal on the inbound there. Maintained by Skumkum here. Mac gets the ball into Brendan. 20 seconds to play. Driving all the way down, lays it up for 2. Coast to coast for Brendan. Now here's Desmond, number 1 red, over half on the left side. Des at the left wing now. Drives in, puts up a floater off the rim into the right corner, picked up by Mac. And that will do it. And that is game. Battle of the Nuxalk Nations. Nunainita falling to Skumkum, coached by Angel. Here, day 3 of the Shishot Lightning Basketball Tournament U13 Boys Elimination Game. Stutni Luklapan sign on up Old Nuxalk Radio 91.1 FM on location here in Port Alberni. 2025 Lightning Tournament hosted by Shishot. Insta Kwach Stutni Luklap and sign them up. Our Skumkum, Angel, and Sophie's team will play again at noon today. We're waiting for the 3 cheers here.
They're not back to back games,
There you go. Studni Luklap and he's signing up. Studni Luklap keep die schisam dikens de kwach kumtsi na. Yaliwawa sonquats. Hawaii.